Every kid has a hero complex, not just the vague daydream of being strong, but a deep-seated conviction. A belief that if you were just powerful enough, you could stand between the bad things and the people who couldn't defend themselves. That was Yuji Itadori's code, and it was tested in the most terrifying way possible, not through his own death, but through the loss of his own self. For Yuji, life was about connection, his friends in the occult club, his grandfather's fierce dying wish for him to help people. It was about protecting others, no matter the cost. So when he stood in that dark school hallway, facing a cursed spirit about to kill his friends, he didn't hesitate. He fought with his own two fists, pushing past fear, driven by one thought: protect them. But the real horror wasn't the monster in front of him. It was the one he was about to swallow. The dried, withered finger pulsed with an ancient, vicious energy. Megumi Fushiguro, the sorcerer sent to retrieve it, lay broken on the ground, telling Yuji to run. But Yuji saw the truth. More were coming. His friends would die. Everyone would die. So he made the only choice his heart would allow. He ate the finger. What happened next was not death. It was something far worse. Yuji Itadori lost control. He didn't die. He was pushed aside, locked out of his own body, a spectator trapped behind his own eyes. Something else awoke inside him, wearing his skin, moving his limbs, speaking with his voice. Ryomen Sukuna, the king of curses, stretched within him like a predator tasting freedom after 1,000 years. And Yuji could only watch. He watched as Sukuna ripped through the remaining curses, not to save anyone, but for the sheer cruel pleasure of it. He heard Sukuna laugh with his mouth. He felt the casual, overwhelming power that now belonged to this ancient evil, a power that twisted everything Yuji stood for into a bloody joke. This was the true nightmare. He hadn't sacrificed himself to save his friends. He had unleashed the very thing that would kill them. The protector had become the threat. His body was no longer his own. His will meant nothing. He was a prisoner, a passenger, a vessel. But then, through sheer impossible defiance, Yuji fought his way back. It wasn't magic. It wasn't a technique. It was raw, stubborn will. The will of a boy who refused to let a curse use him to hurt others. He clawed his way back to the surface, forcing Sukuna down, reclaiming his flesh, his voice, his self. And when he stood there again, panting in control, the reality crashed down. He hadn't died, but he was now a condemned man. A living, breathing prison for the worst curse in history. His fate was sealed. Collect all of Sukuna's fingers, then be executed. This was his power. Not a gift, but a life sentence with a fixed expiration date. Every moment from now on was borrowed time. And Yuji's response was pure, heartbreaking Itadori. He didn't despair. He didn't beg for his life. He made a demand. Let me live until then. Let me gather every last finger. And when I die, let me be surrounded by people. He would use this cursed existence to save as many as he could. He would walk toward his own execution with purpose, holding the monster inside him at bay. One day, one fight, one act of protection at a time.